Hey guys, having a blast. Team Jamaicanscotchmafia here. AJ again with his Platina Ezel build. We've got Griffin in the background. He's my little kind of a son. He's going to keep his mouth shut hopefully, so we can keep this somewhat professional. But until then, yeah, we'll get into the grey ones like last video. Yep. So do you want to run us from AJ?
So 4 Garrets, 3 of the Nulls, 2 Black Mane, 3 Slagles, Gale. I forgot his life.
Gale, the new unit from
Silver Fang Witch.
You grade 2s, man?
4 Bagni Vegas, 4 Trip, and then 2 of the Flag Girl.
Okay.
And then go to grade 3s, 4 Ezels, 2 of Platinum Ezels, and 2 Satellite Fall.
Alrighty. What's your trigger lineup like?
It's starting the Vanguard stat.
Corin, and your triggers?
I start off with 6 crits.
Yep.
4 stands, 2 draws, and then 4 heals.
Okay. Alrighty, so we'll start off with some questions with grade 1s.
Sure.
The Gale Bird dude. How have you liked him?
He's freaking amazing.
Alright, what's he do for you?
So basically what he does is, when he comes onto the rearguard circles, he gives a grade 3, 3k.
Okay.
So basically he combos off with this, and then you can just give this guy 3k if there's nothing behind him.
Yep.
And then hope to God he gets stand, and then he stands up.
Alrighty, with your Royal Paladins, we noted that we would increase your nulls to 4. Would you increase your nulls to 4 here?
Not really.
No?
Because 10 to 1, you're going to call them all.
Okay.
So what you want to do is not call them, but unfortunately the deck doesn't see that logic.
I suppose it's like that's the factor whenever you play it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Black Mane Witch, it's a really interesting unit. There's been like a lot of on and offs about it. People aren't sure how to feel about it. How have you liked it so far?
People who are not playing are students.
Yeah, big statement, okay.
No, I'm just saying because some of the majority of the Gold Paladin cards are, how should I say, they're based off other cards being played.
Very combo based.
Yeah, they're very combo based, and after that, some of the cards just die off and they won't do anything. Like this curl,
yeah,
it just becomes 8k. This guy just only stays at 6k.
Yep.
This card just ditches it for different fodder and different units,
okay.
So it makes it even better. Especially with this, if you call use Black Mane Witch, and it calls out another Black Mane Witch, you can use that Black Mane Witch to ditch this one.
That's true.
And get
just to thin some out.
It thins the deck, and you get better units off afterwards.
You mentioned this unit only being 8k. I don't personally like these units, but you've used this to some success against me, admittedly, and against some other people I've noticed. How have you liked it, and would you change it, having played some games with it?
I keep it, because, again, it's fodder for Black Mane Witch, but her effect is so strong, especially because I'm running stands.
Yeah, that's true.
It gives other units the power that if they don't have a back row unit, it makes it up for. That's what I like about it. And plus, if they try to beat over it, I don't care really.
That's fair.
Or if they don't, I just intercept with her.
That's a good point.
She's kind of like the Akane.
That's true. That's a good call. Good comparison, mate. No Bowman. How did you come to that conclusion that you wouldn't need Bowman in this deck?
Bowman is... Okay. If you're... This deck doesn't work with grade 2 10Ks.
Okay.
It cannot work like that because you got this guy who's better.
Back to Marcus.
Who becomes 12K.
Okay.
And plus, you get more of a selection and not much of a restriction because of it.
How so?
Like, let's say they don't play this card and they play Kirif.
Yes.
They have to run the 10K in order to get this out, or unless this is going to be just a 5K back row.
So you get more options. Is what you're saying.
Get more options out of it.
Okay, cool.
So that's the reason why I don't run it.
You bring up Little Sage Corin. Why him and not Little Try to Find? Me and you have discussed this personally, but just for those who haven't really had a chance to use the card or debating over using it, what would you say about it?
If you like, I use probability for this.
Having a nice little moment over at Top Tables at Yu-Gi-Oh today.
I use probability for this. Basically, if you think about it, I'm running 6 Ezel, and that's the dominant grade 3s in my deck, and only 2 Satellite Fall. When you start off with your deck, you have 49 cards. It becomes 44 after you draw your 5 cards.
Yep.
And then after you take 1.
Here's Shio, the king of them all. Mr. Ojama.
So it basically comes down to probability, and majority of the times you're always going to see these guys instead of these.
Okay.
So
another factor worth noting is there's actually 5k, so behind Platina Ezel when you cross ride, It's hitting for 18, which is the key number of this format.
Yep.
Which is really, really nice. But it's something I underestimated personally.
That's what this deck tries to accomplish, is try to hit key numbers.
And then saying that it does it really well. Only 2 Platina. I've seen some people just like spam Platina, just thinking that's the way to win. How do you feel about that play style?
Platina is the Soul Saver Dragon of the GP.
Okay.
So what I mean by that, it's good for finishing off people and also pushing for game. I do not like this card as much, to be honest, because it eats up so much Counterblast.
Yep.
And it only becomes a 13 vanilla afterwards.
Okay. That's a good point.
This card does so much more than this, because you get more of an effect, because he gets 5k if you have a full field. And plus you get Counterblast too, get a unit, and that whatever the attack of that unit, it gains onto him. Other than that, this card just gives other units 5k and becomes 13.
That's fair. And a nice card that your front can is Satellite Fall. Some people might not understand what this card does or what place it holds in this deck. Do you want to tell them?
Majority of the hitters are going to be these and that. And majority of the times you call these guys out because you don't want them in your hand.
Yep.
So when you kick this guy out, and play a grade 3, it becomes 13.
Okay.
Then this guy kicks in. You play this guy, it gives it another 3k. So this guy's hitting 16.
Okay.
Play that card, it becomes 15.
So it's all combos.
It's all combo based. And plus, once this thing stands, it's going to be becoming 21 or 22.
That's pretty nice.
Basically what this card does, it just clears off rear guards. It doesn't really attack the Vanguard as much.
Okay.
It just clears rear guards off.
That's nice. Okay. Well, that's your deck, I suppose. With your trigger lineup, would you change anything? I noticed you're on Loonbow, who's
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How do you feel about Loonbow? Because initially some of the Vanguard community looked down on this card, I noticed, and some of the groups but I know you're pretty fond of it.
This card turns a trigger into a unit. There's nobody see anything wrong with that. It's so good.
And it's a stand, so
it's a stand too.
It also throws people off the game. So that's cool. Alrighty then, anything else you want to say about the deck or any particular unit?
Don't think this card is like the all-powerful god card.
Yeah.
Just play smart with it.
Play smart.
That's all I have to say about that.
Alrighty, well, this is AJ's Platina Ezel deck. Every time I play against it, he does really well with it. It definitely requires a different play style to play with and against. So it's definitely surprised me, because I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was. It's actually turned out to be pretty decent if there's a skilled pilot behind it.
Yeah,
AJ's pretty good. You'll never hear me say that again because I think he's a faggot. But that's the first time I swore today. Holy shit! In the video, I'm proud. On that note, guys, until next time, have a blast.